Hello YouTube. I've forgotten what number Cryptbeards' fault this is, so it's Cryptbeard something, probably begins with an X. I don't know. Does it really matter? Does anyone really care what number fault it is? It's the one with the new version, you know, the one that just came out on February 2020. Is that good enough for a YouTube intro? Honestly, I don't think it matters, to be fair. I think if you're going to watch the video, you're going to watch the video. If the intro's good, it's good. If the intro's shit, it's not going to make any fucking difference, is it? You're here for the Dwarf Fortress. Yeah, I thought so. Anyway, let's read this, shall we? You have arrived. After a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond, your harsh trek has finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of all Rithal-Kutakatan. There are almost no supplies left, but with stout labour comes sustenance. Whether by bolt, plough or hook, provide for your dwarves. You're expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you, but it is spring now, enough time to delve secure lodgings ere the grizzly bears get hungry. A new chapter of dwarven history begins here, at this place, Mormazdorad, Cryptbeards. Strike the earth. Strike the earth indeed. Let's get striking. And black screen. Don't crash. Please don't crash. Those of you watching on YouTube have no idea, but I've been going for an hour and 10 minutes already just to get to this point. So fingers crossed it all wasn't in vain. Although I feel like we had a little bit of fun. We had a bit of fun, didn't we, chat? It was alright. Here we go. Here's our fort. So, if I zoom out first... there's only one layer visible. This is weird. Unusual for me. There's our volcano. Let's go up it. No? Up and down? You are fucking kidding me. Whoa, why can't I go up? What the figgins it? Whoa, shit. Okay, let's try again. It's not responding to going up and down levels. What's all this? Has that changed? Have the keys changed for going up and down floors? Oh, okay, there's no shift required. Okay, so let's zoom back out again. Let's have a little look at this. So our volcano goes up, by the looks of it, quite high. It's got a nice cone that completely contains the magma. That's always a good sign. We've got lots of soil all the way up and a few trees near the very tippy top. That's okay, we can live with that. Coming down, we come to some fairly tall trees at the bottom. There's a sort of little secondary nubbin of soil going on there, which is nice. It all links up, and then it comes down to a little plain over here. It's got the river on it, and some ponds. Delightful. Absolutely delightful. Denied yawns are the worst, says Nabelroy, but Panzerbeard retorts with ruined sneezes are the worst. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure which is worse, to be fair. I don't like either of them. Grizzly bears, don't worry Nabelroy, we've had grizzly bears before. I have a technique known as the Cryptbeards Rush, which is not guaranteed, but fairly likely to deal with them. It's not a problem. Hey Diana, welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. And Claycree, welcome back. Oh, people pouring in. It has an initial save turned on. Oh, okay. Bears at the beginning of a Cryptbeards fort. People prepare for fisticuffs. It's a tradition. It's true. I think probably the last fort you saw, Pans. No, you've been back since we've had a bear punching session. I do like a good bear punching session. Why was that key binding changed? I've had trouble with helping new players with that. Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it? Because it's not changed that much. It's just taken away the shift key. Very odd. Very odd. How likely is it that your dwarves die in your technique? Some might die, but generally we do okay. We do okay. That's right, there is a doctor in here. Okay, now we know the lay of the land. Let's get back to where the Embark boys are. Zoom in a bit and commit further heresy for those purists by going over to Dwarf Therapist. There we go. So we've got our lads already. Don't really need to change their labours at all. However, does anybody want to claim a dwarf? Yeah? Anyone want to do that? We've got 7 to start with. First come, first served. So No, that's very rude. Ocelot says yes. We're playing on the new version, Bone Black. It's the new version, so it's all good. And Claycree wants a miner. That's cool. Right, so hold on a second. Claycree specifically wanted a miner, so we'll do that. Claycree, there we go. You're in there. Commit. Ocelot wanted something, so we'll give you the other miner? Yeah, sure. Other miner. Set nickname. Ocelot. There we go. Commit. Diana wants Shorust. That's not a problem. I don't know if Panzerbeard. I don't know Panzerbeard if Therapist is up in general, but Ocelot sorted this whole little pack out for me, so it's he's the one with the questions. He's the one to ask. Shorast, says Diana. Sure, where's Shorast? Shorast. Have I already just given Shorast to... I did, didn't I? Someone else has had Shorast. Sorry, Diana. Do you want the doctor? Have the doctor. Zuglar. It's the doctor. We know that one. Tholtig. No, Tholtig. You can have Tholtig if you want. It's up to you. I mean... Thotlig. There we go. Cancel. There we go. You can have Thotlig if that's the one you want. Set nickname. And we'll go for Deyana. Diana. I'll put an M in there for some reason. Diana Sucks Cult. Sucks Cult. There we go. Commit the change. Boom, you're in. Did anyone else say anything? Salford Sal. Yes, there is a spare dwarf. You can have English. Salford Sal. I'm going to put a space in there. I'm feeling frisky. I'm feeling like I want to add some grammatical readability. It's not grammatical, is it? It's something else. Anyone want Mebzuth? Anyone? Plutonium Jesus says, I can adopt the carpenter. Make sure to put him to work on spiked balls. Not a problem. Not a problem. Where is the carpenter? Furthermore, we can ask the question, why do birds suddenly appear when Plutonium Jesus is near? Plutonium Jesus. Plutonium Jesus. Commit. So how many have we got left? Let's sort by nicknames, because apparently I can't count numbers lower than 7. We've got 2 left with no nicknames. Panzerbears says, goodbye, Nabel. Hello, Fuzzy Logic. Welcome back. Does the Panzerbeard already got one? No, yeah, I'm afraid you're going to have to be Zon. Looks like you're our mayor. Well done, Panzerbeard. What happenstance brought you to here? Panzerbeard, there we go. Let's commit that. Who else have we got? Anyone else? Yamtaggle says, what kind of fort is this? 7 dwarves and not a fish cleaner in sight. Well, it's the initial embark crew. I mean, does anybody bring fish dwarves on the embark crew? They're some of the most bitterly disappointing dwarves ever to turn up in any fortress. I'm not a fan of the old fisher dwarves. Anyone can do that bullshit. Did Nabel say they're off? Did I just miss something? No problem, Nabel Roy. I'll see you. Well, maybe I won't see you around, but have a nice time. Have a lovely life. Also, no cook and no hunter. Nope, no cook and no hunter. I don't normally bring them. It seems okay. If there's nobody free, I'll take a migrant, if that's okay. Well, I've already got you an embark, lad. You're the mayor. We've got 1 person left. Is anyone going to... Burnran mentioned watching the dock. Oh, okay, Burn Black, no problem. I'm just going to copy and paste your name, because I'm feeling cheeky. Let's do that. You get the last one. Is that the doctor? It is the doctor. Congrats. You actually got the one you wanted. Set nickname. Paste. Go. And commit. Right, no more nicknames available yet. We've got to wait for another migration wave. So let's go back to the fortress. Let's see what's going on over there. Right, I've got to get used to this single layer view thing. And we need to zoom out a little bit just to figure out where we're going to make our initial dig. Where we're going to penetrate the mountainside. Penetration's what you need. If you want to be the best. Sorry, I was trying to sing the Record Breakers theme there, but using different lyrics. It didn't work, and I regret even trying. I think maybe we just dig straight into the side of this soily mountain, right? Lovely bit of soil. Oh, the game's not paused. Of course it's not. Why would it be paused? That would make sense. This is weird. The bloody menu's zooming as well. Fucking hell, I'm not used to that. Okay, let's just start. Let's just break into the side of the mountain. There we go, and dig in. I think this little flat area here looks good, so make it 3 wide. We'll go nice and deep into the mountain, because it's only soil, probably. And fingers crossed we'll get things ticking nicely. If it is just soil, we'll be able to build a nice starter area very quickly. Very quickly indeed. Supremely quickly. Come on, diggy boys. Level up those picks. Ah shit, straight into stone. I shouldn't complain. It's not like we want the thing to be made entirely of soil, is it? That would be useless. Panzerbeard says, find me a cave troll to punch. And Diana says, oh damn, I'm blind. Are you blind? Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you'd noticed that the character was blind when in fact you were just talking about your own ability to read stuff. Sorry. Very confused. Expedition leader, there's no mayor yet. Oh, that's a good point, Plutonium Jesus, actually. Yes, there's no mayor, so it's just an expedition leader. Well corrected. No, your name's not hard to spell Burnblatt, but I'm getting lazy. Getting very lazy. Tidy wants to be a turkey. Animals? Can I do that? Oh, I fucking can. Can I nickname it? I can. Tidy, you can be a turkey. Let's just go over to the therapist quickly. You can have top turkey. Let's give you the male turkey here. How about that one? Tidy. T-I-D. Y-Y-Y. Tidy. Let's commit that. And there we go. We now have animals available. If people want animals named after them, that's fine. Do be aware that there is a chance you will be eaten. So, bear that in mind. I would say make it on the little hilltop left. Okay, Burnblatt, we could do. You need a mechanic and an architect. Well, I'll just enable architecture on everybody. There's no point buggering around with that. That's a skill anybody can do. I mean, I'm not saying that about real-world architects. I'm saying that about Dwarf Fortress architects. And then a mechanic, we can make the mason a mechanic to start with. Or do we? Or do we? Yes, we do. Commit. There we go. Back to the fortress. And let's watch as they slowly dig through this stone tunnel. I mean, we don't have to make the initial thing here. Let's go back up to the little the bump that was drawing attention. You reckon in there? Could do. Although part of me feels like I should dig up into that and make it into a farm or something. Who knows? Who knows? I might need to go and grab a piece of nicotine gum in a second because I am getting a fucking screaming urge to smoke right now. So bear with me. Let me just be back in a second. Oh. Right, that should do it. Remember to take that out in about half an hour. Ah, there we go. That's much better. Get some audio back on again. And it's gone quiet. Why has it gone quiet? Ah, because we're between tracks. That's why. Burnblatt means tree bean in German, I think. Oh, tree bean. Very exciting. Oh, let's get this cushion back on the yoga ball. Hey, there we are. Good. Lovely. Where were we? Take up chewing tobacco. Yeah, I'm alright with that, thanks. I think I'll stick with just giving up Backy and using nicotine gum in the interim. It'll be alright. Everything will be fine, he says. Potentially losing his mind. Actually, bean leave. Oh, okay. Snuff! Snuff! That doesn't sound sensible. If I'm going to put anything up my nose, it's going to be premium cocaine. It's not going to be fucking snuff. And it's not going to be cocaine either, just to be clear. I've got kids these days. I can't fucking honking up my nose. Anyway, where were we? Could go in here, but I feel like I'm actually going to... Maybe we'll do something with that later on, but for now, we'll stick with this little tunnel down here. And, oh, hello. There we go. Stick with this little tunnel down here and dig some stuff out. I think immediately we need to go for a trade depot, don't we? Let's make a higher priority dig. Priority 3. We don't want it too far in, but we don't want it too near the exit. So let's go there, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. Bang, there's that. So they should run over and start digging that out. But we'll see. Yeah, there we go. They're on their way. We also need to dig a little storeroom for everyone to bring everything indoors, don't we? So let's do that on priority 4. Ah, shit, we can't. Right, I tell you what, I'm going to up the priority on the thing they're doing now and make it priority 2, and then we'll do priority 3 for the little storeroom. Clever boy, scoundrel. Clever girl. What? There we go. That'll do. It can become a barracks down the line, but for now we just want to get all of our items inside. That would be good. A snuff film, butternut squash. I don't think it's going to dampen the nicotine cravings. I feel like it's just going to make me feel a bit dirty. We'll see. Demonetized. Maybe on YouTube, but I'm already demonetized on YouTube, so it doesn't matter. They can't, I mean, unless they start charging me to use the service, which would be annoying. I don't think there's anything they can do beyond that. Oh, Salford Sal, saying that Bernblatt's name sounds a bit elvish. Those are fighting words. You're going to be out in the car park dipping your hands into hot resin and then big buckets of broken glass. It's going to get fucking blood sport out there. Be very careful. Those are hurting words. Those are bad. That's badness there. Careful. Words can hurt. Speaking of cocaine, says Diana. Oh dear, where are we going here? I'm playing Rimworld, and Randy keeps giving my colony of misandrist women cargo pods full of yayo. Oh, exciting. That's what they want. Misandrist women. On cocaine. Sounds like a film title, something made by Roger Corman. That's it, Bernblatt. We know you're not an elf. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're not making any accusations. We would never be so rude. Well, I say that. I would never... I would be rude, for sure, but not that rude. Let's make it out of diorite. Lovely. Lovely, lovely diorite. And then we'll let them dig out this sweet, sweet storage room. And then they can bring everything indoors. And we'll start making some space for workshops as well. I think. Elvish ain't dead, says Algishalo. Maybe not. Maybe he faked his death. But the records state that he was dead on a toilet, so we'll see. Oh my god. Imagine Elvis was an elf. Maybe that's why his hips drove the women so wild. He had like Legolas hips going on. Oh man, has everyone seen that meme video where they put Arnold Schwarzenegger onto Legolas's face? That's brilliant. One of those deepfake jobbos. What do your elf eyes see? What do your elf eyes see? What do your elf eyes see? Anyway, where were we? Just check his bio to be sure. Early game, get your shit inside and build a gate/bridge. Claycree says, if anyone is an elf here, it's the one that's been timed out twice for it. Yes, Claycree, we have our suspicions about you. We have worries about your behaviour. I do know how those elves are, Algish, I do. Elvis is important because he went through all phases of the fantasy spectrum. So when was his dwarf phase? It's exciting. I want to see Dwarven Elvis. That's what I want to see. Orc Elvis, please. He started life thin and attractive and gyrating like an elf, but he ended life fat and surly like a dwarf. Oh, I suppose, yeah. I suppose he did. But did he ever go green? Did he ever turn green and grow tusks? Like a troll, ogre, orc type character? That's what I want to know. And did he ever have hundreds of different names depending on who he was talking to, like a gnome in D&D? I don't know. The analogy, the links wither as you get closer to the metaphor. Metaphor? Was it a metaphor? I don't think it's a metaphor. That doesn't make sense. Fat, surly, and brutal mutton chops. Brutal. I once got an Archotech eye for my sniper, and Randy decided to raid up every raid by 5. Fucking hell. I rarely do Randy Random. I normally go with the old standard lady, whatever her name is. Can't remember her name now. It's been a while since I played RimWorld. Maybe I'll have to give it a go. I noticed Blind was playing a different game tonight. He wasn't playing Dwarf Fortress. Is he still? Let's have a quick look and see what he's playing, because there's a new game out. A new hotness in town. Stone Shard. Some kind of roguelike. Could be good. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Maybe I'll give it a go sometime. I'm going to have a quick look at who else is streaming Dwarf Fortress. Just in case any of you are bored, I can recommend some other people to go and watch. We've got Brosentia, 61 viewers, doing alright. Maybe we'll raid them afterwards if they're still going. Probably not. Yeoman Vidya, also there. Their fortress looks quite good, look. Looks like it's got some progress going on in it. And Scrumpet Sheep. Oh, intriguing name. Urzaroon. That's loads of people playing Dwarf Fortress tonight. That's good. We'll have plenty of choices if we want to raid at the end, which we will want to do, of course. Why wouldn't we? Spread the love. Where were we? Let me just rearrange my phone cable so my phone charges. Oh, apparently that's not possible anymore. Come on. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. There we go. It's done. Yeah. Okay, where were we? We were waiting for this room to get dug out, weren't we? And they are taking an inordinate amount of time. I can't believe how slow this is going. I should have put more points in their mining skill. I was a fool. I was a fool. Maybe when he was on the loo, that was his orc transformation, yet his body could not handle it. Maybe. Cassandra Classic, that's the one, Tidy. I can imagine it now. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe that was his last words. Maybe we can find... Does anyone know? Are the last words of Elvis Presley recorded in the historical annals? Or in this case, annals? Was the last sound made by him a sort of languid, slow fart? I don't know. I wonder if he managed to get it out. Did he die unsatisfied? Or did he hear the plop at least before he popped his clogs? I wonder. It's a mystery for the ages. One for the rock historians to get out there and look for. Hello, Clinadev. Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Sorry that you had to turn up at the moment where I started talking about the demise of Elvis. Could be worse, though, couldn't it? At least he died years and years ago. Urazune is about to stop streaming. I was watching him in the other tab. Oh, okay, TKR. Maybe we won't be raiding them later on, but I'm sure we'll find somebody. Hopefully we won't be the only Dwarf Fortress streamer left by the end. That would be a bit sad, wouldn't it? That would be a bit sad. This shall not stand. That guy with 60 people is calling Dwarf Fortress Thursdays. Is what? Calling Dwarf Fortress... What, is that what his stream's called? That's cool. Dwarf Fortress Thursday is apparently, as I asked Clinodev to confirm once upon a yore, is apparently a very good day for streaming. Dwarf Fortress, that is, because the subreddit is pretty busy, relatively speaking. I think it's probably busier at the weekend, but stop fucking off, do the digging, and then go get your drink, for Christ's sake. Speaking of elf scum, why don't we cut down some of those big trees outside? Let me at them with the axe. That's a good point. Let's get moving with that. Let's do that. Designate T. I'm just going to go nuts in a large area outside and just clear it. I'm going to clear cut here to here. Oof. Hang on, what are these big round doodahs then if they're not trees, or is that just a large tree trunk? Okay, whatever. We'll sort it out in a bit. Nice guy would have been good to raid. Ah, well, we'll probably catch him at some point. We'll see. I think, Claycree, that the little pack I'm running from Ocelot is actually capped out at 60 frames a second, so I don't think we can actually go above that at the moment. So who knows what will happen? Who knows? Salford Sal's starting a new fortress after I finished, so we'll just raid Salford Sal. That's the easy one. You'll have to get in there and get cracking quick before I finish. I'll give you plenty of warning, though. I usually take about 10-15 minutes to wind up at the end anyway, so you'll be able to get things going. Don't worry. Don't worry. Tidy says, do I need a pen? Maybe. Not entirely sure what that's about. Or is that was that the last words of Elvis Presley as he sat on the toilet? Also, do I need a pen? Oh, maybe. If he was having trouble pooping, he could have tried to get rid of it mathematician style, using a pencil to work it out. Oh, that was bad. That was a bad joke. That's such a dad joke. My dad told me it. Cupo says, bigger streamers who play DF have to justify their choice to their viewers. Yeah, do they though? I mean, do you have to justify yourself? I mean, I think Dwarf Fortress is generally a good game to stream. Because maybe if you were playing like, I don't know, Overwatch, and you suddenly like do a full conversion of your output to just Dwarf Fortress, that might upset people. But just having a little go, I mean, you know, a lot of people are curious about Dwarf Fortress. It's, it's a tantalising game. You read about it. It's like EVE Online. It's one of those ones that you read about and think that sounds great, and then you play it, and either it's just for you or it's not quite for you, as I found EVE Online to be. It's good, but a little bit much. You need a good gang of mates to join you with it as well. At least Dwarf Fortress is single player. Let's. Hang on. Sorry, I'm rearranging my gum. Has anyone else used nicotine gum to quit? Because I find it makes my throat feel like really rough. Anyway, where were we? Stockpile, custom stockpile. You know what? I'll just put an animal stockpile in there, and then we'll just change it to take everything. It's probably the best bet. And then we'll get a bridge done. There we go. Lovely. Get in here. Press S. Click. Oh, fuck. The mouse controls aren't even in this version. Holy shit. What am I doing? K? Is that what I want to press? No. How do I... P? No. Q? Q. It's Q. Don't worry. We're there, and then we need to enable. There we go. And then they should, theoretically, bring everything down here. Which would be nice, wouldn't it? It'd be lovely. Let's have a look. The only point to elves is to be found at the end of their ears. That's correct. Algishalo. Jesus Christ, I'm tripping over names now. Let's have a look. 60-30 frame limit. I don't like the game racing away early on. It means you get more done, and with the new enemies you need that extra time. That's interesting. Sorry. Oh, got an autosave going on. That's nice. Being mocked by TKR for using a mouse. I'm used to using the lazy noob pack, lads. This is new territory for me. This is taking it to a level that I've never been to before. Let's resume things, and let's also do a bit more digging, because we want mace. No, hang on, we don't want that. We want to build a bridge, and then we want to come over here, make that bridge this big by this big, like that. I'm going to do it like that. There we go. And we're going to use that to make it come up that way. Bosh. We're going to build it out of diorite because there's shitloads of it laying around. We're also going to build a lever. And we're going to put that... Where are we putting that? Where's my cursor? Oh, needs mechanisms. Shit. Okay. In that case, let's designate a room for some workshops. Thusly. There we go, and we need to make it a higher priority than the rest of the corridors, so let's go for a 3. There we go, diggy. Open that out, we'll put a mason, carpenter in there, get some, some spiked wooden balls going. They will fill it with stone and wood. That's true, actually. Let me just build a wood stockpile out here, just to make a bit of sense of what's going on. We'll delete it later. And then we'll remove stone from this stockpile. Oh, fuck's sake. I'm so used to using the mouse. S, and then we come down to wood and stone. Disable, and where's the wood? Disable, there we go. That's good. Things going nicely. We need to get that mechanics workshop in fast. Hopefully the dwarves will dig out the little room soon. That'll be good. Claycree countering the idea that we want a slower frame rate for early on. I don't know where I fall on this. This does feel slow though. This does feel like it's clunking along a bit. I was once forced by my school to chew nicotine gum, not because I actually smoked cigarettes, but because I'd been using cigarette smoke to cover something else. Ah, clever move, Cupo, clever move. Very good. Although, aren't you in a legal state now? I don't know. I can't remember where exactly you are, but I thought it was somewhere legal. Clinidev says, I smoke 2 packs a day for longer than I'd like to admit. I bought a decent open tank vaporizer and never smoked another cigarette. I kept lowering my nicotine, kept vaping at 0% until it was consistently forgetting it at home and stopped. No suffering ever. I've tried a nicotine vaporizer and it didn't do it for me. I just didn't. I gave it a crack, but to be fair, I very rarely used to smoke cigarettes, so I mean it's a different sort of sensation I'm trying to work on. Where are we? Al Gishalo says, a mouse is just a dwarf capybara, thus its use in Dwarf Fortress is perfectly acceptable. Oh, that's good. Very good. Hello, Sorrel the Soul. Howdy, howdy. Hey, howdy, hey to you too. Welcome back. Also need to increase the barrel bin count on the stockpile. Okay, that's a very good point. Let's go and do that. Max barrel. Let's just whack it up nice and high. And bins V. Oh, I love this song. It's a classic. It's an all-time classic. You're better off quitting cold turkey. Nicotine replacement only extends the time you spend in withdrawal. Now, Plutonium Jesus, I thought that, but then I consulted my doctor, and they were like, you're statistically, you're 70% more likely to actually quit if you don't go cold turkey and you use some kind of replacement therapy. So, I don't know. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do with that. I must admit, I am a grumpy fucker at the best of times, and trying to kick the backy has not cheered me up per se. Also, I didn't pick the best time. As we have established, January was a particularly bad month for me, and I was having... See, the reason I stopped is I was having panic attacks, and I thought, owing to it happening in the family, that I was having fucking heart attacks. And so I was like, shit, my throat's closing up. Oh, it's cancer, shit. And I got really fucked up and just stopped. And then when I found out that was just panic attacks, I thought I should probably not start smoking again, especially because I told my kids I'd stop smoking. So they're going to be fucking bitterly disappointed if I start again. So let's not do that. Build workshop, Mason's workshop. There we go. Make it out of quartzite, why not? Let's make a carpenter's workshop as well, because, again, why not? And we're also going to make a mechanic's workshop, which is T. I remembered the key, like some kind of elephantine memory man. Memory man. Oh, speaking of which, I don't know if I mentioned it. I think I said it in the Discord, but I'm going to go and see Atletico Mints live. My mate Bill got tickets, and so me and whoever bought the other ticket off him is gonna go and watch it. Hooray! It's gonna be a lot of fun. Clay Cree says, it totally depends on how you play. If you're speedy at setting everything up, it's okay, but if you leave it running like Scoundrel does, then it wastes less time. This is probably actually saving me, even though it feels a little bit frustrating. Scoundrel's going to learn how much DF hack spoils you. I barely used DF hack. Well, actually, no, there's integrated DF hack stuff that I've used before, isn't there? So maybe I've been using it without really realising. I am streaming this on occasion myself, but I have to gen small or pocket worlds. My frame rate is crap when I play. Okay. Well, I mean, post in the old Discord if you want when you're streaming it. Oh, when you're streaming whatever if you want. I'm sure someone will come in and have a little look-see, especially for Dwarf Fortress. I know everybody loves to. I like browsing the Dwarf Fortress category. In fact, other than a couple of other streams that I've watched before, on Twitch, I don't watch a lot of Twitch streams, but I do watch. Normally, I'll pop into the games I'm playing and see what other people are doing with it. But Dwarf Fortress, I watch way more. Like I watched like 2 or 3 hours of Blind the other day, and a number of people I've watched just gone in there and sat down. And the thing is, I'm watching on my phone, so I can't see for the fucking life of me what's going on. I'm just sitting there in the chat going la 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 la, having a chat with people. It's nice. Dwarf Fortress is a good scene. It's a good scene on Twitch. It's very good fun. Look at the military. Okay, let's have a look. Panic is a great way to break a habit. Yeah, tell me about it. It seems to have worked so far. I think it's only been a week or so, but I'm doing okay. Military screen. Nothing on here yet. We haven't set anybody up, but you know, once we've got this gate going, it'll be fine. Have we built the mechanics workshop? Oh, fuck this mouse! Come on, Dwarf Fortress. I've got to get used to it. Add a new task. Let's do mechanisms, and then how many do I want? Let's just do a stack. There we go, that should work. Let's go to our... stop reaching for the mouse, scoundrel. It's just for pointing. It's not for clicking. Just for pointing things out to chat. There we go. Needs carpentry. We've got a carpenter. Although maybe they're busy chopping trees. Looks like it. Let's cancel some of these... cancel some of these tree chops, because we've clearly got enough wood to be getting on with. That's going to make a lot of spike balls and a lot of beds. Maybe the carpenter will be available now. Let's have a little look-see. What do we got? There we go. Build that bastard. Get it on. TKR says, I haven't used DF Hack since the last update came out, and sometimes I still miss its in-game labour assignment screen. I much preferred that to Dwarf Therapist. Never used that, so I can't really comment on that one. Just pick up opium to replace nicotine. It's fine. It's difficult to get a hold of, though. It's not... I mean, I'd have to go down every garden in my street looking for poppies and, you know, gently scoring them, getting it all together. It's going to be a pain in the arse. When it comes to managing oneself, in that it depends... when it comes to managing oneself, in that it depends, plays a much larger factor because it's dealing with your personal mechanisms, as long as it works and it's an improvement. It's working so far. I think it's working so far. It is a lovely community, Salford. It is. It's a wonderful community. I don't stress out, says Clinadev, over whether I can actually see what's happening on screen anymore in streams. Yeah, I mean... It's the thing about Dwarf Fortress is where it's got so many different graphics packs and the ASCII. If you're used to a certain way of looking at it, I mean, I can go into someone's stream if they're using an ASCII, and I haven't got a fucking clue what's going on, whether I'm watching it in full screen on a monitor or if I'm watching it on my phone. But you can still, you know, talk, and people are discussing what's going on, and there's, you know, it's easy enough to understand. It's easy enough to get a picture of what's going on without really using your eyes so much. What am I talking about? I know, it's Al. It's mouse controls were just a nice little extra. Good. I also learned before mouse controls were a thing, but when I got them, I immediately abandoned everything else. I miss sorting and auto-select stuff as well as the designation enhancement. Yeah, the vein mining thing's going to be annoying, and the auto-chop. Did you mention to only chew the gum for 30 minutes? That's a good point, yeah. I'm going to have to go and spit this out. I'll be back in a second. Oh, God. What a mistake. I leant right into the fucking bin to spit it out so it didn't accidentally go anywhere else and got a big old lung full of bin air. Ugh. Disgusting. Dwarf Fortress is only one step above a mud. A multi-user dungeon. Is that what you're saying? Oh, God, I used to love those kind of things in the 90s. The only place I could get access to the internet was at school, so we used to have to like hang about in the IT labs after the fact and sort of hide the fact that we were installing software on the network. Mind you, back in those days, the IT teachers didn't have a fucking clue. Where are we going? There's an auto-mining designation in the game now. Oh, interesting. Vein mining is in vanilla DF. I didn't know that. Okay. Could be the air in a pork pie. You know what, Tidy? I don't mind the air in a pork pie. I love a good pork pie. I was put off recently when I came out of Sainsbury's and I bought myself one just to eat in the car park because, you know, that's the kind of guy I am. And it had an enormous long blonde hair baked into the crust. And I took it back in and said, because I was literally just standing outside the shop. I was like, I'm going to return this. Can I have my money back? And they went, do you want another pie? Not right now, no. I think I need to psychologically purge this event from my memory. Ugh. I do love a good old pork pie, though. Tasty, tasty. I would take the trash out, but unfortunately, it's been neglected a little too long. Yesterday was bin night, actually. Still stinks, regardless of whether you take it out or not. I've got to clean the actual bin, which is a shame, but never mind. Never mind. Bin Air sounds like an awful aerosol brand, or an airline. A horrible, stinky airline. Press A while digging and look on the bottom right. Okay. Okay. That hair is practically sterilised by heat. It's not so much the germ aspect of it that bothers me. It's just the fact that when you get a long hair like that, I mean, I've got long hair. I have experienced what it's like to partially swallow a long hair, and it's very unpleasant. Yuck. So anyway, where were we? We were waiting for something to happen, and I was just like letting the game run because I'm a fuckwit, apparently. Let's build a lever. Oh, come on. B, capital T, L, boom. We'll place it here. That'll do for now. Bang. And then once that's in place, we can get the bridge hooked up to it, and then we should be able to lock ourselves in nice and tight. Nice and tight. Excuse me. How undeniably rude. Nighty night, TKR. You get yourself a good old bit of sleep. Oh, well, actually, depending on where you are. Depending on what part of the world you're in. If it's daytime where you are, then maybe don't get some sleep. Maybe go and do whatever is appropriate for your time zone. Excuse me. Bruh. My bruh belch. My bro belching. Alright, where are we? This seems to be ticking over pretty slowly, doesn't it? It's not happening at pace. I may have to uncap the FPS at some point. And then again, as Ocelot has pointed out, I am probably being saved from impending doom by this rate of play. Let's go into the carpenter's workshop and put in an order for spiked wooden balls. Where are they? Spiked wooden ball, there we go. Let's just put a repeat order on that and then also add orders for beds. How many we got there? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 9 beds, that's fine. That's more than we need. And then hopefully those will all appear in the universal stockpile. And we'll have a lovely little potential bedroom ready to go. What else do we want to do? This corridor's not really going anywhere now. I mean, we've got an initial sort of start zone done, which can be turned into barracks and whatnot, but it's not that exciting so far, is it? It's not that exciting at all. Maybe we should, instead of making this a barracks, maybe we should just make this a stockpile for all our tradable stuff. Have all the tradable stuff come up here and then automatically go into here. Then again, is all that shit part of DF hack? Oh god, please don't let all that shit be part of DF hack. Okay, so where are we digging next? Well, I feel like we need to go into the mountain a bit, right? Why is this not getting built? What does it require that is not there? Oh, press Q, scoundrel. Stop using the mouse. Still inactive. Needs mechanics. Ah, okay. We need to calm our mason down. Shit. Okay, let's give that a crack. Where's the mason's workshop? There it is. Ah, actually, it's the mechanics workshop. Oh, no, neither of them. You should be free. Go on. What are you doing? You're making more mechanisms? Why? I didn't ask you to make more mechanisms, did I? Oh, did I? Maybe I did. I'm not entirely sure. Belching is merely occasional Old Dwarvish, a powerful language. I can imagine belches being used in the language of dwarves. There's an interesting thing that I've been watching on YouTube. Conlangs. Anyone familiar with the idea of conlangs? Constructed languages? It's quite interesting. There's a channel. Again, I can't remember the name, but his logo's kind of like a Ludo piece shaped or a pawn shaped thing with little thin line arms, and he talks about world building. Christ, what's his name? Anyway, there's a really good series about constructed languages and world building for fantasy and sci-fi and stuff. Well worth a look if you know what it is. Can't remember what it's called now, but I'll look at it later on. When I have a break, I'll take a look. All that shit is part of DF Hack. Oh my god, this is going to be a nightmare. I might have to go back to the old version until DF Hack comes back. Well, we'll see what happens. Oh, the lever's been made. That's good. Let's get that lever hooked up. Lever, add new task. Link up to a bridge. We've only got one bridge, and we're going to do it with quartzite mechanisms. Do that now. Lovely. You should see that happening nice and quick. Yes, Buttermot Squash, I agree. That conlang stuff is pretty cool. It's fun. I'd like to make a language. I mean, I could. There's nothing stopping me. It's just a matter of sitting down and figuring it out. Something nice and simple. Not a full-blown language, but like a practical language, like a trade or a secret spy language kind of thing. Something useful. Cupo, you have no idea the nerdy depths I can dip to. I mean, fuck's sake, I used to do LARPing as a teenager. I mean, I've got like proper nerd credentials. I can out-nerd most people. Not everybody, of course. There are definitely nerdier nerds than I, but I've certainly got some chops when it comes to it. Definitely. What would my conlang be, scoundrel? Well, Quakery, as I said, it would be something like functional around some kind of theme, I think. Maybe like a trade language to do with, like, I think a number system is relatively straightforward to start with. And then, like, think of other basic things. Someone was doing a thing on the subreddit for it the other day, talking about creating a conlang with the idea of wanting to sell something, ownership, and the desire to trade being wrapped into the nouns. So when you say something, you alter the word in order to indicate whether or not it's for sale. I'm assuming that was some kind of trade civilization language or whatever. Sorrel the Soul. 8, 9, 7, lots of 2s, 8. Not entirely sure what that's all about, but sure. Sure. Big number. The thing that I really miss is Dwarf Therapist. That's up and working now. If you go to the Discord, Oafslot has actually posted the pack I'm using in there, and I'm sure they won't mind you downloading. Is that alright, Oafslot? Sorry, I don't mean to send people to your links. I don't know if that was good. Sorrow the Soul's in the wrong chat. Oh, that's alright, that's okay. Don't worry. And the number, an out of context number every now and again does nobody any harm. It's all fine. Designating jobs in vanilla is just a pain in the arse. Very true. Artifexion, that's the guy. South and South. Yes. I'm getting the feeling that there's a certain type of people who like Dwarf Fortress, and we all like the same things, and I'm just going to recommend stuff that everybody's seen, so maybe I should just stop bothering. It makes sense. I was a professional scientist, says Cupo, so like I probably win. That's practical nerdery though. That's actually like some value. I think if you actually do something with it, it stops just being sort of like nonsense nerding, whereas everything I know is absolutely fucking useful. I know more about non-existent worlds than I do about the real world. That's worrying. I could probably tell you more about the World of Darkness from the 90s period, 2nd edition, than I could tell you about the real world, which is just shocking. Call of Cthulhu. I know more about Call of Cthulhu. Kirk Douglas died today, and the first thing that popped to my mind was, 103, he was a contemporary of Lovecraft. He was probably, in his like early teens, late childhood when Lovecraft died. I think Lovecraft died in like 37, something like that. And if he was 103, he was born in 1917. Holy shit, that's a fucking long time ago. Oh, chat's come alive, hang on. Oh, yes, a good question, Salford. What was Cupo's science? Good point. The map file is in the forum post, yeah. That's Sorrel's conlang. 8, 9, 7, lots of 2s and an 8 means you're a good streamer and I like your face. Oh, there we go. Good stuff. Even with this annoying piece of hair that just won't stay behind my ear. That pisses me off. I don't know how it upsets, whether it upsets you guys. Your nuclear codes are safe with us, Sal. I just hope they're not nuclear codes. That would be awkward. Well, Tidy, I think you'll enjoy Artifexian. They don't do a lot of videos, but when they do, they're pretty good. He's done a series about like world-building geography as well, so talking about climate zones and how like tides and everything affect coastlines. It's fun. It's a good channel. I like it. Atmospheric science, climatology, carbon dioxide, and more exotic trace gases. Are you familiar with the videos of Dr. Simon Clark? He's a climate science guy who's been doing some stuff like talking about the basics of it, and he was streaming today actually. I think I can't remember what he was doing. I think it was something to do with like reading through textbooks. Sorry, where were we? Sorrel the Soul. Now that is select, prepare carefully. Damn it, Dwarf Fortress. Query? I'm missing that one. Do not stop recommending stuff. It is quite swell to bond over if we know it already. That's true. That's true. Although I don't want to blow my load completely tonight, I need to save some stuff that I like to recommend otherwise. I noticed that there's not a lot of... sometimes I think some Twitch streamers are a little bit hesitant to recommend shit because I think they feel like they're sort of sending people off to do other things. But you know what? If you want to piss off and go and watch another video, I don't think I'll hold that against you, especially if it's a good video. Perhaps I should also take this opportunity to reiterate that you should check out the Isaac Arthur channel. That's pretty good. He does like futurism and stuff. I haven't watched his video that came out today, but I'll probably start watching it after I finish streaming. Very good channel. Apparently he does have a PhD, Tidy. I mean, it's not like he goes on about it at all, but apparently he went to university, and while he was there, lots of stuff happened, and he got a PhD. Apparently. Cubo can tell us just how fucked we are with climate change. I mean, maybe there's a reason he's no longer a scientist. Maybe he just went, oh, fuck this, and decided to just walk away. It's understandable. It's understandable. I am playing a game along with you, but if I click chat, I cannot operate anything in DF. Don't worry, Sorrel. That's fine. That's fine. Only click on chat when the urge truly takes you, when you have something that you must share. I think a lot of people play Dwarf Fortress while they watch people stream Dwarf Fortress, actually. I've noted, a good few people have been playing along. I say playing along because I think if we're calling what I'm doing playing Dwarf Fortress, that's being very generous. I mean, how long have we been sitting here watching this pause since the migrants arrived? Fuck knows, but I've been live for 2 hours, recording for 52 minutes, and probably played about 10 minutes of Dwarf Fortress. I'm a terrible streamer. Why are you watching? How many people have we got in? Let's have a look. 28 people. You should all be ashamed of yourselves. This is utter nonsense. Definitely give Isaac Arthur a look, Salford Sal. His videos are absolutely fantastic. He's got some good series. Cupo's very pessimistic. Very pessimistic? Pessimistic. That's the word we're looking for, because pessimistic isn't a word, is it? Let's find out. Let's hit Google and see if pessimistic is actually a word. I've probably... it's probably a health condition, isn't it? It's probably something to do with having an enlarged prostate. Prostrate? Prostate. Prostrate is on the floor. Pessimistic. Showing results for pessimistic. Oh.
Pessimistic.
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 Pessimistic. Very good. Very good. So pessimistic, not a word. We're safe. Don't worry. I haven't inadvertently used some kind of slur. Good news, everybody. I'm not a racist. Where were we? Looking at chat again. Let's catch up quickly. It's so far. That's it. That's it. Well, if we're all going to die on a burning desert of hell, then why not play Dwarf Fortress? Why not? Shadiversity is probably quite known in this chat too, regarding medieval realism and fantasy stuff. You know what? I have had his videos recommended. Australian guys, New Glasses. I have his videos pop up frequently in my recommendations, but I've never really dived in. mainly because he appeared in my timeline the same time as I became slightly disillusioned about a guy called Lindy Beige, who I was watching for a while and then started getting a weird feeling about him that just made me go, I don't think I'm going to watch any more of this. Maybe I'll give him a second shake, but I don't know. He seems inordinately proud of his nationality. Where were we? Being pessimistic sounds like quite a prostrating state. Probably, yeah. No, if you're feeling pessimistic, I think you need to get down on the floor quickly. Not racist, just elfist. That's true. Elves aren't a real race. Elves are a disgusting abomination that shouldn't exist. Calling them a race is just way too good. No, it's not allowed. Awful. Elves. Disgusting. You could make a fortress in a scorching desert. That is true. Maybe we're not totally ruined. Maybe we're not. Spaceship Rat says, check out Metatron. You know what? Maybe I will. Is it actually the voice of God, Metatron? Has he got a YouTube channel now? That seems unlikely. But hey, let's try it. Sorry, I'm getting distracted now. I probably shouldn't be going in here typing in Metatron. Metatron Dark Tourist. Hello, noble ones. Welcome to my channel. On this channel, I speak about 4 things: languages, video games, medieval... ... Cool. Let's fuck it. I'll just sub now, and if I don't like it, I'll let you know, and I'll unsub later on. But there we go. Excuse me. Getting burpy again. Very rude. Apparently my connection is unstable, according to Twitch. Are we getting a shit frame rate or anything? Anyone got any complaints? Thank you very much, Spaceship Rat, and also welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us again. Well, there's degrees, Diana. You can be... Actually, honestly, I do think being proud of your nationality is bad. It's not something that I think is sensible. Because, it's got enough... I mean, be proud of what you've done, not what other people have fucking done. You haven't got anything to do with that. I can't stand it when people tell me they're proud of things that happened hundreds of years ago. It's like, fuck off. You didn't have anything to do with that. It's an entirely random happenstance that you're here now, living in whatever country you're in. Don't tell me that's important. It's not fucking important. Be nice to everybody. Don't do anything else. Anyway, where were we? Now I've probably jettisoned quite a few viewers by going all political. Hello, Zayon27. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us again. Metatron's an Italian guy who does stuff mostly about ancient Romans and Japanese culture. Now, there's an interesting thing. There's a channel on YouTube that's been coming up in my recommends lately, where it's someone reading translations of ancient societies, writing about other ancient societies. So it's like a Roman guy who went to China, a Chinese explorer who discovered the Roman Empire, and all stuff like that. And it's fairly interesting, but it can be a bit dry at times. It can go on a bit. It does depend on how interesting the historian from history actually was, because they can get a bit boring. Of course he is. The voice of Metatron eats pasta. The angel? I'm not sure. Yes, I would say. I mean, his content I enjoyed, but he got a little bit too sort of like he seems a little bit thirsty for empire. You know, I don't feel like he accepts some of the more negative aspects of British history. You know, let's not fuck about English history. Most of the bad shit cannot be laid at the feet of the Welsh and the Scottish or the Northern Irish. It's pretty much all English people who've been the fuckers in the equation. But hey, let's not go there. I'm already straying into dangerous territory. 2 a.m. Bernblatt. It probably is a good idea to get some sleep, but do come back sometime. It would be very nice to have you again. Not in that sense, not in the biblical sense. Fuck's sake, come on, we only just met. He has odd ideas about women sometimes. I didn't even clock on to that. Maybe because I don't think any of the videos he did mentioned women at the time. I don't want to cast aspersions on the man. He's probably a fine fellow, but, you know, I just got a bad feeling. That's all. I'm not saying that I turn it off, that I should. Well, you know, don't lose sleep over this stream, for sure. retweet it later if you can't remember it. You have to. If that was me you're talking to, then let me then remind me what I was talking about, because I can't remember. By the way, anybody who wants me to actually respond to something down the line, mention it in the Discord, not Twitch chat, because I 100% guarantee I will forget everything that was said in Twitch chat this evening. I might remember a few names, but conversational threads, gone. So if you want me to respond to something down the line, or like put a link to something that I mentioned, Discord is the place for it. In fact, let's quickly pop the old Discord link in chat, just so people can go there if they want. No pressure, but it's probably the... Well, I could type Discord, because Discord is obviously going to work. Oh, is the bot alive again? Now the bot's still fucking dead. Oh well. Okay, no joy there then. Sorry. I would have put the link in chat, but Nightbot has apparently shit the bed and decided it's going to give up. What a tragedy. What a tragedy. No, it's not working, Claycree. The annoying thing is, it worked before I went live, and it made me think that Nightbot was fine, and then it stopped working. Burnblatt says, well, many countries have really bad things that happened in their history, and most of them were done to them by the English or the Germans. Let's face it, the Germans probably have a more spectacular, like their light shines brighter in that regard, shall we say, and more recently as well. Actually, I think the British Empire cooled off pretty significantly after World War II. But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that all English people are evil, but I'm not very fond of many of them. I mean, I've got my friends, but I often meet people who I just think, shit, I am somehow tangentially fucking linked to you, you twat. Oh, God. Oh, thank you, Ocelot. Good link. Good linking. Good thinking. Good link thinks. Remember the name of the channel that reads out stuff about ancient travellers? Oh, I'll look for that. Maybe pop that in the Discord. I will look for it. I'm not subscribed. It's one of those channels. You know how the first time you flirt with a YouTube channel, it's when it just appears in your recommended stuff, and you're like, oh, I'll give this a little look, and then maybe down the line you follow, kind of thing. That's where that channel is at the moment for me, because I'm a bit. History is interesting and can be fun, but it can get dry quickly, and channels that have got a couple of good videos on can you follow, and then you're like, the rest of their stuff's a bit boring, maybe I'm not interested. So I like to give history channels a little bit of time to simmer, to settle down before I subscribe. Crumb, says Claycree. Close, but no cigar, even though you already tried Crumb. Shadiversity has some opinions that I'm uneasy with, but at least he keeps it out of his content. To be fair, I must admit, I have popped out of his videos after 5 minutes and gone, not for me. But, I'll give him another shake, see what happens. Dupsnid. DPS NIDH fucked up a lot of people too. Dipsnid. That's some typo there. Is that a typo, or the Spanish? Americans or Russians? That's true. I feel like America and Russia and Europe are the sort of outward. They're the ones who've done the most outward fucking throughout history. More recent history. Let's not forget Mongolia has a past, but it's quite a while ago. I don't think Mongolia's frightened anybody for quite some time. Who else? I mean, obviously Romans are all European. We know. I mean, I know so little about African history. There were tons of massive African civilizations that probably fucked with each other for centuries, but we just don't get taught about them. I'm very interested in sort of like pre-colonial American history and African history, like the stuff that was going on around the world before my country and the Dutch and the Spanish and the French decided that they owned it all. It's that there's not much of that out there. Where are we going? The Germans always started it. Yeah, that tends to be the way it looks. It is getting political, spaceship rat. You're right. Let's pull the brakes and let's look at these new migrants. There's Dwarf Fortress to fall back on. We don't have to do this. let's look away. We're looking away from politics. We're not talking about nationality anymore. The only real nationality is dwarf or elf, and they're not a real nationality. They're a fucking depraved abomination. Let's take a look at these. Unpause. Migrants, come on board and have a little look at our world. I'm going to refresh the dwarf therapist and see what we get. Oh, it's a migration wave of 7. Interesting. I'll tell you what, let's take you guys over there as well, seeing as we can. We've got 7 people, one of whom is a professional child. We have a professional gem cutter, fisherman, metalsmith, metal crafter, stone crafter, and bower. The metal crafting guy's interesting but not exciting. I mean, look at those numbers. They're all 3s. That's not an exciting number. 6 is slightly more exciting, but still not particularly interesting. Let's take a look at the military. Oh, this guy's disciplined. He's got biting skill, dodging skill, and fighting skill, and a bit of armour use, but no other skills or kills. So maybe we'll keep an eye on him for military service. Let's see how he does. Monom Zacitrodim, I think. Zacitrodim? Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, maybe we'll take a little look at him later on when we're doing our military, but for now I think we've got to focus on getting everything indoors and making sure we can lock horrible undead hordes out. Because horrible undead hordes are not something you want to allow in. That's a problem. Very problem. Shall I dig down a bit? I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to get myself some up-down stairs selected. Actually, wait. What am I doing regarding traps? Once we're past the trade depot, I can start whacking down some cage traps maybe, but I always do cage traps, don't I? Then again, we are bereft of dwarf... hang on a minute, I've left you on therapist, haven't I? What a wanker. There we go. We are bereft of DF hacks, so maybe we need to actually go for the basics and use cage traps. Kind of makes sense to me, I think. It makes sense. Yeah, another 5 minutes of... True, a lot of slave trade in the oldie worldy, Diana, that's true. But I've got to stop looking at the politics. It's not good. It'll just ruin your channel, scoundrel. Where were we? Hello, Ananda83. Hello there, welcome to the stream. Sorry for mauling your name there, but it is 1 o'clock in the morning here, so you have to give me a little bit of leeway. You have to give me a slight bit of safety. That's a weird way of phrasing it, isn't it? That's an unusual combination of words. Let's pull this back. Cage traps are great for getting nice cave animals. That's true. Down on the lower cave areas, they're fantastic for that. But I find them very good because they're easily reset. I find dwarves reset them quickly, put a cage in, bosh. And you get all the sweet loot they're carrying and potentially animals for training / fighting pits and stuff. So that's good. That's good. I really wish we could enslave the goblins and elves we capture with cage traps. Yeah, I mean, to a degree you can enslave them as training dummies, but you can't really enslave. You can't get them working on stuff. Then again, would a dwarf want anything made by goblin slaves? I don't think they would. They'd be like, oh, what is this shit? I want some proper dwarven craftsdwarfship. That's what I want. Actually, this corridor will be fine. We'll put some cage traps in here, maybe some pointy spikes. Let's just dig down. And we'll find ourselves a nice space in which to build a dining hall. That's step 2, I think. Go down a few floors. There we go. And then our dining hall can come off here. I'm going to say thusly. Get a little bit of corridor going. There we go. Corridor over here. Lovely. Did anyone hear a child shouting there, or is that just me being paranoid? No, I think my kids are fine. It's fine. Don't worry. Nobody panic. Chattel slaves. Get them doing boring stuff. That's true. You could have them doing all the hauling. That's not a bad idea. Then again, do you want frames for non-dwarves? Do you want to spend your frame budget on something that isn't actually a little dwarfy fella? I don't know. I lost my first fort in the new version to dehydration. Classic death. Dehydration is a premium top tier Dwarf Fortress death. Don't be ashamed. Be pleased. Be very pleased. Right, let's get this dining hall built. First of all, we're going to make this... Oh, you know what? Seeing as we've got no DF hack and all that bullshit, I'm not going to try and be fancy. I'm not going to try and impress Cupo. It's just not going to happen. It's just... matter of fact, he's better than me at Dwarf Fortress and making things look good. So we're just going to go for this brutalist rectangular structure. And then we're also going to have opposite a little kettle. That's not a kettle. A kettle is something you heat water up in. We're going to have a little kitchen. That's what we're looking for. And then next to that, we're going to have a place to keep the scrotum birds, as one does. There we go. There's a little scrotum bird enclosure. And then what do we want off the back of that? So we've got food stockpile. That's probably a good thing to have, isn't it? And we'll put that next to the kitchen over here. I don't know why I'm doing all these little doorways. They're a bit unnecessary, but I like them. Have just at least a small degree of concession to style, he says, making something ugly and very unappealing. Right, back up. There we go. They're coming in to do some digging. That is good. That is good. We also need a room to put these beds in. A barracks, if you will. In which case... I'm going to dig it on the opposite side. So, diggy diggy, diggy diggy diggy. We're going to make this priority 1, so it gets done before the dining hall. And then we'll go like this. Bish bosh, there we go. That can be a little... Everybody notice what I did wrong there? Of course you did. Of course you did. There we go. There we are. That's a bedroom we can get in. There's a bedroom we can actually use. Lovely. Just imagine the irony of forcing an elf to cut down a tree. Actually, I like that. That feels good. That might, just the thought of that might make me touch myself tonight. Not that you guys need to know that. Not that you need to know that. Anyone here watch Krug Smash, the DF storytelling channel? He's got me into his horrible game. I love it. Yes, I do watch Krug Smash, and I think probably anybody who's even scratched the surface of Dwarf Fortress and done a little search online's probably watched a bit of Krug Smash. He's probably brought a shitload of people into the game, actually, thinking about it, because it's easily the most accessible Dwarf Fortress content on YouTube, I think. And let's face it, some of it can be a bit inaccessible at times. I mean, like the game can be somewhat inaccessible. Salford Sal's got Dwarf Fortress working. Dwarf Therapist. Well done. No, that's always annoying when you've got all the stuff, you think you're making booze, and then it turns out you don't have anything to put the booze in, so they've just gone,
I'm not going to fucking bother it. Not going to bother. I'm going to let everyone die of thirst.
Yeah. I decided that once 7 died, I would retire the fort so the others lived and could migrate to my next fort. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I've never really done that before. I never really retired forts with the intent of seeing the people from them arrive at other forts. But of course, that is something that could happen. Yeah, intriguing. I never really thought of it that way. I really hope Krug Smash is making a decent living out of it. I mean a decent living, because he's obviously putting shitloads of effort into those videos. I mean, and especially at the pace he's getting them out. He's like, he apologises for having a video like a day or 2 late, and it's like, fucking hell, man. Just don't worry about it. It's fine. The amount of drawing people are doing for these videos is fantastic. Oh, I'd love to be one of the voices. Sometimes he gets people in to do the voices on his videos. I'd love to do some description reading. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Hello, Gorkeem 598. Pog new version indeed. It is. I'm going straight in. I'm balls deep in it right now. Or ankle deep, if you prefer. Although, depends what you're actually in, whether it is better to be ankle or balls deep, of course, because contextually, you know, swapping one for the other could be a bit weird. Anyway, enough of that nonsense. Let's think about something less worrying. Loving the Necro Towers spreading their influence. I really haven't seen much of it yet. This is literally the very first time I've booted up the new version. DF controls are against the Geneva Convention, Butternut Squash. Ooh, yeah. That's true, actually. If you were forcing elves to cut down trees, that would be violating their rights under the Geneva Convention, I believe. I think. Because you can't especially if they're civilians, you can't force people to do something that's sort of like culturally like appalling for them, can you? Or can you? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not really up on the Geneva Conventions. I've never been to war or even really thought about it beyond sort of like Warhammer fantasy battles or 40k. Have you confirmed the operation of the front door? Intriguing. Patreon says $3.5k. If that's a month, yeah, that's a living. What's that? It's like $2,000 a month. Fuck, that's more than I've ever earned in my life. Yeah, okay, he's doing all right. Good. I'm happy. I'm glad Crugsmash is making bank. I mean, he's not making bank. He's not going to trouble the professional athletics world in terms of financial parity. But he's doing all right. He's doing all right, and long may it continue. Right, let's pull this lever. I know I'm foolish. I should stop my dwarves from walking over it, but if we lose somebody, it's not the end of the world. He says, worried he might lose his mason. It's all working. Functional lever. Lovely. Let's get that pulled again. Add task. Pull lever. Pull new lever. There we go. Pull new lever. Pull now. Sorry, I'm getting confused. Nobody stand underneath it, please. Everybody remain calm. Come on, pull the lever. Bang. We're open again. Open for business. It's not personal. It's just business. We need some doors, don't we? Let's go to our mason and order up a little door pile. Door pile? That's not what they're made of. Add doors. There we go. And we want to build some beds as well. Let's pop them in here, which is going to be our lovely barracks room. There we go. If you're wondering why I went quiet there, I was desperately trying to make a funny pun out of the word barrack and the politician Barack Obama, and unfortunately it was a dead end. There was no comedic gold at the end of that rainbow, which is a shame, really, because I do love a good pun. Let's have a little look at what's going on in chat. Still have to pay taxes for that, says Bowen Blatt to Dania, but I don't know what that's in reference to, so we'll just let that slide for now. Damn it, scoundrel, I do not need flashbacks to replacing my sewer lines. Oh god, my neighbours had backed up sewers a little while ago. It was horrible. Not good, especially considering we're all on the same sort of system. It's just their part of the thing that had got fucked, unfortunately for them. What tile set is this, says Salford Sal. And Gorkeem says, how did you install a tile set on the new version? These are questions that you need to ask of Oafsalot, who is responsible for this and sorted it all out for me. Also, the version I'm playing is available in my Discord to download. He posted it in there and has said it is more than fine for everybody to go and get it if they want. So feel free. It also depends on where you're living. Earning 3.5k and then having to pay taxes is probably not that much in the US. To be honest, I think you're all right. If you're earning $3,500 a month, you get by wherever you are. I mean, maybe you'd feel a bit like tight trying to live in central London, central New York, central Tokyo or something like that, but you're all right. You're okay. You're doing okay. I mean, like the most I've ever earned in a fucking month is what? I've earned like £25 an hour before doing document control. And doing like a 35-hour week? Someone else will have to do the maths on that. I'm shit with money. Crugsmash is indeed catastrophically failing to starve, which is good. That's a failure I can get behind. Income tax is a thing, yeah, but still, I mean, if you're making enough money to pay tax, you're doing all right in my book. Like, I don't make enough money to pay tax. Let's put it that way. Tidy being the bot we all need, because it's just not working. Oh, thank you for the follow, Gorky. Much appreciated. Rent is at least 700 upwards for a decent-sized apartment in Vienna. That's true, but again, I feel like in any major city you can move outwards a little bit. Because I live very close to London, and my rent is about £600 a month, a bit more than that, and I've got a house. I'm not in a flat. I've got like a 2-storey house with 3 bedrooms, so and it takes 45 minutes maybe to get to central London on the train. it's hardly a massive commute. Well, I hate commuting into London. I don't really like London, to be fair, but it's not. It's doable. And if I was earning that much money, it'd be fucking fine, easy. Anyway, let's get off. How do we get on the subject of fucking money? Oh, Krug Smash, and hoping he's doing well, which he apparently is. Hooray! Lovely Krug Smash. Keep it up. Keep it up. I'd like him to do a couple of another Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead thing on Halloween. He didn't do it this year, did he? Or last year, rather. Which is a bit disappointing. I really should give that game a proper go. Everyone keeps recommending it, but I've just never got round to it, because I'm scared all my Dwarf Fortress viewers will go away. But then, I mean, I am the guy who went from Dwarf Fortress to Sekiro back to Dwarf Fortress, so maybe I'm not that bothered if they go away. I'm sure if I start playing Dwarf Fortress again, people will come back. It'll be alright. No need to panic. Actually, I have to say, having a bit of money in my PayPal account after the sub frenzy that happened recently, I've been tempted to get Red Dead Redemption 2, but I just don't want to pay 40-50 quid for it. I think if I'm patient, I'll be able to pick it up for like sub 20 maybe later down the line. Here we go. We can make this into an actual barracks now. There we go. Make a bedroom. Let's flood fill that a bit. There we go. Make it a barracks. Yes, please. And there we go. Everybody can work in there. Sleep in there, rather. Excuse me. If you work online, living in a small town is a good idea. It depends on the internet connection. I say. I mean, in UK, it's okay in certain areas because I don't really live in I do technically live in a town, but it's like if you travel in any direction, it's not going to look any different. It's all built up. It's a massive conurbation in southeast England, but I kind of live on if I can go away from London and get into countryside relatively quickly, like maybe 20 minutes. Driving, it's like 10 minutes. But, if I walked, it would take probably about half an hour to get into proper countryside. Where are we going? How do you like them Sekiros? Fucking loved Sekiro. It was fantastic. I mean, it killed my viewing figures. Not as bad as playing Hitman 2 would, but because I also love Hitman 2. But Sekiro was a fantastic game and I really enjoyed it. In fact, for me, it's my favourite of the sort of Soulsborne sort of lineage. Let's not say genre or series, because it's technically outside that grouping. But I really, really loved it. It was a great game. I loved it so much that even though I've completed it and haven't played it for a while, I've still got it installed. And, maybe I'll pick it up again and have a third or fourth run through, but we'll see. Do I really need to go to Discord to learn how did you install Phobos on a new version? Can't you tell it's the same as the... I didn't do it, Gorky, unfortunately. It was Overslot who did it for me. So I only downloaded the files he gave me and ran it. It's good. Yeah, wait 20 years and it'll be $1 on good old games. That's a good point. That is a good point. It probably will be. I've got a load of games that I've got in my queue at the moment. Somebody gifted me Graveyard Keeper that I wanted to have a go at as well. But it's just finding the time. Because I got Disco Elysium. Sergeant Indy got me Disco Elysium around Christmas, didn't he? And I've played it through on my own because I'm a cheeky cunt that way. But I've still got to come back and play it on stream and stuff. So, God, there's so many games. I'm hoping to increase my stream frequency fairly soon. No guarantees, no promises, but I'm thinking maybe trying to get a lot more daytime streams going on rather than just doing the 2 nighttime streams a week. We'll see how it goes. We'll probably be keeping the sort of evening streams like this for Dwarf Fortress, but I do want to get some variety in there because man cannot live on Dwarf Fortress alone. It's a great game. It's fantastic, but I mean, got to get a bit of variety in there. Got to get a bit of roughage in your diet. Got to follow the Monkey Island rule for buying games and wait for sales. No, that's true. I'm in Steam sales. I'm always sort of like on the edge of my seat going, oh, is it going to be a good one? Is it going to be a good one? And I rarely have money to buy games on Steam. And having quit smoking, that's freed up a bit of cash. And also, I've got a load of money in the PayPal from people going hog wild with the donations a little while ago, which I've been kind of sitting there saving. I think I'm going to spend the bulk of it on taking Kel out on Valentine's Day, but also probably pick up a couple of games or something, see what goes on. Sekiro does seem exceptionally cool to see the studio not settling down too much. Yeah, it's different enough from the other games that makes it I think feels special. It feels more sort of like boiled down and streamlined. It doesn't have the sort of sprawling depth of the actual Dark Souls games, but what it does is very finely tuned and very pleasant to engage with. The mechanics, once you start feeling how the rhythmic combat works, it's very, very satisfying. Very satisfying indeed. You should try Wonder Song for an RPG. I've not seen it. I'll give it a little look. Maybe. I'll have a little look. Anyway, where were we? It's paused because autumn has come. Is that the name of a stripper, or... That was a bit weird, wasn't it? Strange thing to say. Excuse me. What time is it? How long have I been going for? 2.5 hours I've been streaming for and recording for an hour and a half. I should probably take a break, shouldn't I? Go and make myself a nice hot drink. Something to soften the throat. As an estimate, how much Dwarf Fortress do you reckon I've actually played this evening? I mean, it really is down there. It's not as bad as like a couple of streams ago, but it's a low level of Dwarf Fortress. I'm feeling a lot of trepidation where DF Hack isn't there to save me and hold my hand. I'm sort of sitting here going, what do I do now? Oh God, don't let it go bad. Please, not bad. Note not fall. That's right, Tidy. Yes, autumn. Wonder Song is extremely silly, but fun and heartwarming. And silly. Okay. Interesting. 20 minutes, question mark, says Burn Black. I am not sure what you're talking about. Me taking a break, or which year am I in? 2020? I think. Pretty sure. Autumn is indeed a stripper, for the trees slowly go nude in a spectacle of colours. That's true. That's why autumn is such a good stripper name. 3rd month, 1st year. Is that what it is? I can't see the date. Normally the date's up at the top, isn't it? Or is that a DF Hack thing as well? Oh, 20 minutes of actual playtime max. You're quite right. You're quite right. That's almost spot on, I'd guess. Right, that was this room on the right that they've actually dug out. That was my scrotum bird room, wasn't it? So we should get some nest boxes carved up, which means we need a crafts dwarf workshop. So, oh, figgins, I haven't set the hotkeys. What a flipping wally. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Mason's workshop, could I please have, no, it's a crafts dwarf workshop we want, isn't it? So we've got to build one. Build workshop R. There we go. R. In that goes. Make it out of quartzite. Then once it's built, we can get ourselves some sweet, sweet stuff made. Oh, figgins, I used the hotkey again. Fuck off. Okay. Further down into our dining hall. You know what? Let's set the hotkeys now. Oh, fuck off. Shift H. No. Just H. No. What are hotkeys then? It is Shift H. There we go. Zoom to here. Name. Keep it as gate. That's fine. Let's go down to the dining hall. There we go. F2. Zoom here. Name. Call it food. That should be good. And then, oh yeah, nest boxes. That's what we're making the crafts dwarf workshop for. Oh, they've done it already. It's no point clicking on it with a mouse, scoundrel. That's not going to get you anywhere. No, they haven't. Of course they haven't. What are you thinking, idiot? Come on. Be a big brain, lad. Get that 200 IQ out. Don't be such a silly sausage. Ah. You can look at the date under Z. That's a good point. 10th of limestone, 500. Early autumn. We're still in the first year. I only genned the world up to 500 years. Could have gone further, but we didn't. We left it. We left it. Okay. Down here. Where's our dining hall? Oh, I can just press F2 now, can't we? They're digging so slowly. I should have made the priorities so that they dug the rooms out in different orders. It's always better for them to finish a room and then move on to the next one. In fact, let's do that. Let's change the priorities. Let's get this one done. The kitchen, because it's nearly done. There we go. Bingo. Next one to do can be the food stockpile on the left, and then we'll go priority 5, which can be our sweet, sweet rectangular dining hall. Oh, yeah. There we go. That should get things dug out a little bit more evenly. Can you take a look at your civilization? It said it was dead/dying. Is that the C key? Let's have a look. The evaporated land, the forest of clubs, the dwarven fortress of Cryptbeards, your location, site government, the brown avalanche, civilization, the waxy channels. C for civilizations. The waxy channels, and that's it. Is this the only civilization on the map? Is it literally just dwarves? No goblins? Interesting. 99 Bone Black, you get yourself a bit of sleep. Don't you get yourself, like, sleepless over this. A caravan has arrived. Nice. How many wagons? I hope that we've got enough spiked wooden balls for a decent trade. This is it. This is what it's all about. Trade caravans. What are we hoping for? Personally, I want good musical instruments and interesting books. That's what the trade caravans do for me. Anyone else keen for a bit of musical stuff? I can't wait, frankly. I'm very excited. Parts of my body are tingling that I probably shouldn't have tingling. For example, my blood. I know. Normally you can't feel your blood, but mine's very tingly right now. Lots of evil spread due to necro towers. Let's have a look. There's quite a bit of evil about. Fingers crossed it doesn't get to us too soon. So we're ready. When you're on an island, they can't trade with you, even with your own civ. As far as I'm aware, that's how it works. But again, I am no authority on Dwarf Fortress. I am just an enthusiastic amateur. Let's go over to the trade depot. Oh, we haven't got a trader assigned, have we? We should do that. Broker. There we go. And this one should be one of the namies, shouldn't it? Competent negotiator, competent appraiser. It looks like Panzerbeard's the one. But let's have a look at these other guys. Persuader, negotiator, judge of intent, liar, intimidator, conversationalist. No, none of this seems even vaguely useful. That's it. Negotiator, appraiser. Panzerbeard, you are our broker boy.
He was a broker boy.
Let's go back to the trade depot. Let's press R to request our trader. And then move some goods. Right, we want trap components. There we go. And, ooh, look at these balls. Look at these sweet, sweet balls. How do we... Shift enter. There we go. Shift enter. Lovely. Get your balls up for trading. Hopefully they're all in the stockpile next door. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't be. Oh, because they're all in the carpenter's workshop. So there is that. Good. Goody gumdrops. Come on, dwarves. Get those spiked wooden balls in the trade zone, and then we can see what's going on. Shouldn't take too long, he says, concerned that it will take an incredible amount of time. Come on, dwarves. I want to do the trade, and then I'm going to take a break. Or am I? What time is it? It's 1:30. I suppose I'll take a break and then do a bit afterwards. because I'm starting to feel a bit hungry. I've got a rumbly tumbly, just like old Winnie the Pooh. Poor old Winnie the Pooh. I know how he feels now. Ah, come on. Diggy diggy. I say diggy diggy, I'm not waiting for them to dig, I'm waiting for them to movie. There we go, I think that's all the balls. Let's get in there and have a little look. Oh. Panzerbeard's not there, he's eating. Okay, fair enough. Let's wait for Panzerbeard to get over there. PB, you on the move? Are you on the hoof? That looked like someone went in there. Let's check it out. Yay, we can trade. Okay, what are our balls worth? Let's take a look. Apparently I can't hold shift. You're fucking kidding me. Oh, God. It's worth 8 grand. Let's see what we can find. Can I zoom in a bit? There we go. Bismuth bars, lay pewter bars. Not really interested in bars. We've got all the iron we need. Blocks, likewise, not really interested in those. We can make what we need. Ropes, don't have demand for it yet. A diorite doran. It's worth over 1 grand, so it's clearly an intriguing instrument, but it has no description. Interesting. This is a well-crafted diorite doran. It is encrusted with pear-cut pyrites. The yoke is made from plumwood. The sound chest is made from diorite. The strings are made from iron. On the item is a well-designed image of Iden Gleampage, the dwarf and dwarves in rhodolite. Iden Gleampage is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the ascension of the dwarf Iden Gleampage to the position of Baron of the Waxy Channels in 30. The Doran is a large, handheld, metal-stringed instrument with a wooden yoke and a stone body. The strings are suspended from the yoke down to the body, and the musician plucks the 17 main strings. 6 other strings vibrate in sympathy and are rarely played themselves. Tuning is accomplished by pegs. The instrument has a 4-octave range. Sorry, I lost my place there, going to pause the music. Has a 4-octave range going from a very low to a mid-high pitch. At all pitches, the instrument has a choppy, evolving timbre. It has 4 registers. The low register has a quavering, watery timbre. So, it's quavering and watery, but also choppy and evolving. We're looking at a metal-stringed instrument with a sound box. So I'm thinking it's got a sort of twangy bang 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 bang, but it's also got to be choppy and evolving. So okay, so that's good. But in the low register, it's quavering and watery. So okay, that's not so bad, but it's not my best musical instrument ever. Let's move on. The middle register begins at a low pitch and has a harsh, nasal, wispy timbre. Okay, harsh, nasal, and wispy. It's got wispy, that's not wispy. It's not the best, but it'll do. It'll do for now. First instrument of the stream. It's all good. The middle register begins at low pitch and has a harsh... No, we've had that one. The high register begins at mid-low pitch and has a quavering, raspy timbre. So quavering, raspy, but choppy and evolving. So we've got our bass noise. Dun, 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 and then we want quavering and raspy. Dun, 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 dun. That hurts the throat. We won't go any further with that one. The top register begins at middle pitch and has a quavering, raucous timbre. So, quavering and raucous, again, not complementary ideas. I feel like they pull against each other, but we'll give it a go. So, sort of top register, sort of high, mid-low pitch. No, sorry, middle pitch, quavering and raucous. Quavering. And that's not raucous. Okay, we're getting there. It's our first instrument of the whole thing. I mean, it's going to be rusty. We can't have every instrument be an absolute storm of wonder, can we? So what have we got next? An earthenware etas. Interesting. So balalaika, yes, it does have a certain balalaika quality to it. Classic triangular guitar. Yes, I like that. Have you considered making spike balls out of ligma? Then you'd have ligma spike balls. Interesting. Could do. Maybe if we can find some ligma, we'll have a little look around for it. Poor old ligma. What about sugma? Make it out of sugma. I'll have a look. You could really do some story vids with your reading voice. It would have quite a warm and storybook aspect to it. Yeah, I could. The only issue is I am unbelievably lazy when it comes to editing stuff. That's one of the reasons I admire Krug Smash so much, is that he actually sits down, edits his content, has a story, pulls it all through. Whereas you may have noticed I'm a little bit slapdash. I sit here and I go for ages, and apparently some people like it, so I keep doing it, because when people watch it makes me feel good. It's good, isn't it? It's nice. Let's have a look at the earthenware etas. He needs to be a voice actor of weird noises, just like me. I'm proud of you. Are you a voice actor of weird noises, Gulky? That sounds interesting. Isn't that a Foley artist? A Foley artist. Axel Foley. That might, right, okay, my next one has to be the Beverly Hills Cop music. So remind me when we're doing the etas, which we're doing now. That's good, isn't it? Were you as good at silly noises before having kids? Yeah, I mean, I am, if you leave me alone, if I am left alone in my house, I talk to myself, not exactly like this, but I talk to myself a lot, and I will have I have conversations with myself, not in a kind of I'm talking to myself kind of way, but like with characters. I come up with a little scenario, and I will do character voice A and character voice B, and I'll have a whole day of talking to myself like that and doing just random lines because I like the sound of my own voice, because I am unbelievably narcissistic. But you know, it's fun. I enjoy it. So that's good. Hello, Sanctum. Welcome back. Was that the X-Files theme performed on a spontaneously imagined instrument? That was the X-Files theme, and I'm glad people recognised it, because I was worrying that it was a little bit slapdash. It's true. It's nice that we keep each other company. Is that for Sanctum, or is that me? Because I mean, it's good. It's good to have company in Dwarf Fortress. It's nice. Foley artists don't voice act; they make sound effects by recording objects. Do you have an inbuilt radio theatre? Sort of. It's kind of like that. Sort of, yeah. You can do some Foley work. You can do the whole dripping taps. Various things. Okay, there's not that many things you can do as a Foley artist. Howling wind in the distance. There's a good stream. One of the Yogscast streams they do is Foley Ship of the Ring, and they redo all the sound effects and dialogue for the Lord of the Rings movie. It's funny. It's well worth a watch. Anyway, where were we? I've been narrating my life since I got into content making. It drives people nuts at work as I narrate my spreadsheets. You see, this is probably the reason the people who told me to stream. So I can't remember exactly who it was anymore, but friends of mine were like, this seems like the kind of thing you should do. Do it, Matt. And I went, you're right, I will. And I haven't stopped since. And I started in like 2011. So, you know, don't let a lack of success stop you. That's all I'm saying. Let's have a little look here. This is an earthenware etas. The keyboard is made from crystal glass. The case is made from earthenware. The strings are made from giant cave spider silk. The etas is a large handheld ceramic musical instrument which houses 48 silk strings. The musician uses a glass keyboard to select which of these strings are struck. The instrument has a 6-octave range, going from a low to an extremely high pitch. At all pitches, the instrument has a vibrating timbre. It has 4 registers. The low register has a... Sorry, I've lost track there. The low register has a raspy timbre. Okay, so raspy, it's like a piano type thing. It's struck strings. So it's going to be dun 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 dun, but it's got to be raspy. So like a badly detuned piano. It's got that noise. That's not good. That's not a piano. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. It's got to be raspy though. Ding 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 ding. Ding ding ding. No, let's not go too far on that one. That wasn't very raspy though, was it? Ding 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 ding. It's too raspy. That's like it's got actual electric guitar distortion on it. Let's try the next one. The middle register begins at middle pitch and has a delicate, piercing, strident timbre. Delicate, piercing, and strident. Although it also has a vibrating timbre because that's across all pitches. So delicate, vibrating, piercing, and strident. Delicate, piercing, strident. That didn't really work. It's not delicate. It wasn't piercing, although I am worried about waking the kids up, so I don't know how piercing I want to be with this. Strident. Ding, 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 ding. This is a difficult one. The hammered instruments are quite difficult. When it's hammered strings, I'm not really quite sure where my foundation is. The high register begins at mid-high pitch and has a focused, raucous timbre. Ding, 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 ding. The top register begins at high pitch and has a full, focused, strident timbre. So even higher than that. Nah, that's no good. You can't have a whistle. A piano thing can't create a whistle. I'm very disappointed in myself. The earthenware etas is a difficult one. Let's have a look at the astan. A microcline astan. An astan is what you get when you lay face down on a hot desert. This is a well-crafted microcline astan. The keyboard is made from llama bone. The console is made from microcline. The pipes are made from peachwood. The pump is made from green glass. The astan is a large stationary stone musical instrument which uses a glass pump to send water into a chamber, ultimately supplying air to blow through any of 366 wooden pipes. The musician directs air through chosen pipes by playing a bone keyboard and a pedal board. The instrument has both single reed and free reed pipes. The instrument has a 7.5 octave range going from an extremely low to an extremely high pitch. It has 4 registers. The low register has a clear, warm, dark timbre. So it's a pipe organ of some kind. So clear, warm, and dark. Let's try this. Don't even know if that got picked up on the microphone. The middle register begins at mid-low pitch and has a choppy, focused, brittle timbre. So choppy, focused, and brittle. It's got to be kind of like a... Sorry, for some reason I was trying to do the casualty theme, and I realised most of the audience at this time of night is international and have no fucking clue what the casualty theme sounds like. Let's try something else. No, this isn't working at all. Very poor. Very poor. Okay. The high register begins at middle pitch and has a vibrating nasal buzzy timbre. Okay. The top register begins at high pitch and has an eerie, fragile, dark timbre. Again, not excellent. Ah, the Archers theme tune. Interesting. Crazy Frog. God. 2015-14. I think I was starting in earnest around then. That was probably about the time I picked up Dark Souls Salford. Or Sal, rather. Probably makes more sense to call you Sal than Salford. Archer's theme tune. No, hang on, I was about to go to a different tune there. Sorry, I should stop whistling. It sounds horrible on the microphone. A raucous timber is definitely a tree that I would not want in my yard. Yeah, like one of those ones, like a triffid that goes bangs all its branches together. Darude Sandstorm isn't what I remembered it to be. No, is Darude Sandstorm the one that goes because there's another one that's called something else, the one that goes and I get them confused. The old it sounded like a frightened sheep trying to sing. That's true. That's very true. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Excuse me. Ridiculous. Anyway, enough. We've learned about this musical instrument. Let's have a look and see what else we've got. It looks like the Astan is the last of the instruments available to us. Very sad. Very sad. Let's play and have the music back. Oh, it's good to have proper music, isn't it? It's nice, rather than the absolute guff that I was pumping out. Let's have a little look down here. I see weapons. Meh, not very interesting. Clothes, very dull. Very dull. Chests. Nah, not that exciting. Bags, meh. Cloth bins, yeah, alright, whatever. Amulets, bolts, bracelets, anvils, stones of some kind. Large rat meat. This is what we want, the food. I have neglected my food and... oh no. You've got to do it individually. Oh, for fuck's sake. Cave swallow meat. Man, I'm so annoyed by the fact that I have to do these individually that I'm not even going to make a fucking joke about swallow meat. And you know how I like making a dirty joke. Keep going. Get those plump helmets done. Ooh. Oh no, he's making £7 profit. I thought I was making 7... I thought, yeah, whatever. I thought that was wrong. Oh! Thread. Okay, we don't need that thread. Fuck off. Yarn, silk trousers, backpacks, quivers, silver spikes, steel discs, bit of cheese. Love a bit of cheese. Let's get the old fromage in the old stores. Cow cheese. Good. Yak cheese. Lovely. And no books. Very, very upsetting. There is a cubic die. A D6, if you will. Let's take a look at that. I've never seen them provide dice before. This is a well-crafted phyllite cubic die. Exciting. Unlike this trade deal, which turns out to be absolute hornswoggle. Not happy with this. Let's take a few of our balls off the table so that we don't end up wasting them. Nothing worse than wasting your balls. They do need to make a profit, so let's give them a grand profit and see how they like it. Bit boring this trade, wasn't it? Not much going on there. You want 3 more balls? You tri-ball bastard. Go on then. Take it. take my balls. See what you get from them. There we go, and that's a trade. Lovely, isn't it? Let's move the goods to and from to depot, and we'll go to the trap components and say Shift Enter, and then that's everything. Yes? Yes, lovely. And we also can say broker, no more. You are no longer required at the trade depot. You can get on with your life and do whatever it is you enjoy doing, Panzerbeard. Be free. Be free, my tiny little friend. Let's press Q and go over here, because I realise now we have not enough beds. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There we go. That's enough beds for everybody once they're made. That'll be lovely, won't it? Good stuff. Balls and beds. That's what a carpenter's good for. Lovely balls, lovely beds. Not much else of use. Dwarf Fortress is just an overly programmed spreadsheet manager. Control R to record a macro, Control R again to end it, and Control P to play. Ah, okay. The price in that trade was a bunch of bollocks. True. Very true. Not only was I disapproving of the actual price, which therefore is bollocks, but also spiked balls, kind of like bollocks. Golem bollocks. That's what they are. Wooden golem testicles. Not that golems require testicles. They don't procreate sexually. But then again, if you're making a golem, why not make it an anatomically correct representation of a human being? Give it a little todger. Give it a little bollocks. Why not? Technically, a bollocks is a rank in the Church of England, because the Sex Pistols used that as a defence in their obscenity trial when they were taken to court over their album entitled Nevermind the Bollocks. Exciting facts, eh? Very exciting facts. Not relevant, but exciting nonetheless. Balls, beds and barrels, that's true, and bins. Yes, although as we learned last Fortress, you can make copper bins. You can get away with it, especially if you've got shitloads of copper. I mean, that's a good use of copper, I feel. What time is it? It's 1:45 in the morning. Oh, I've been recording for 2 hours, streaming for 3 hours. Should I take a break and do something more after the break, or should I just push on for a few more minutes and then call time? You know what? It's very late. I'm feeling a bit tired. When's my obscenity trial, scoundrel? Hopefully never. I would like to avoid obscenity trials. Although, having said that, some of the stuff I've said on Twitch, fuck it. Maybe I'll be in trouble at some point. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, yes, I'm going to call time. I think this is going to be the end of the stream. So, not immediately, but I've got to give Salford Sal enough time to get up and going. So, if you want to sling your hook, Sal, and get streaming, we'll give you a raid in a little bit when you're all set up. Let me just see who else is streaming as well, just so we know who we're shunning. Pinback99 has got a viewer. Grumpet Sheep 6. Brosentia 82. Looks good. Looks good. Lots of people playing. Nice. Anyway, yeah, set up, Salford. I'll get sorted over here. I'm going to set this. Oh, we've got some migrants. While you're doing that, I'll check out the new migrants and we'll see what happens then. How's that sound? There we go. Right, let them all get on board. I'll go and read my dwarves. Sort by migration wave. There we go. It's a shit wave. 4 dwarves. Very rubbish. Very rubbish indeed. Look, here they are. Dakost, Led, Rimtar and Zon. 2 of them are bloody infants. What have we got here? You a child or a baby? Professional child, 2 professional children, a weaver and a glassmaker. Dream weaver, I believe you can make sheets out of dreams. Which is a foolish belief. Okay, so it looks like they're a fairly bland, uninteresting group who've turned up, which is a shame, but that's how the cookie crumbles sometime. That is how the cookie crumbles. It's no problem. You'll get a few minutes, Salford. I'm all about giving you time. But first, let's go back to the home screen while we discuss stuff. Before I piss off, I should probably tell you that my regular scheduled streams happen on Mondays and Thursdays, although I am intending to try and shake it up with a few extra streams in the schedule in the near future, but we'll see what happens. I usually stream late nights UK time. This is slightly early for me finishing, but I am fucking ravenous, and I've left it too long to have a break and then come back. And besides, whenever I take a break, most of the viewers, I say most, that's not true. Some of the viewers go away, and I feel a bit, oh, but it's fine. It's fine. You can't complain. Especially not when you've got like 20 odd people watching. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? He says, wondering if it's actually still that many. Please still love me. 26, there we go, look at that. I am loved. I am wanted. Let's take this to quit. There we go, I'm out of Dwarf Fortress now. Did I mention everything? Have we got the bot back? Have we got the bot back yet so I can do some links? Let's find out if it will cron. Fuck you, Nightbot. Wanker. Well, I'm glad you found us. I'm very glad. It's very good. Dream sheets are merely parachutes of delusion. Ooh, lovely. Man, we've done a lot of weirdness this stream, haven't we? First of all, we were talking about emotional liquids. Now we're talking about dream sheets. It's a very strange stream, but I like it. It's all good. Thank you for putting the link in, Overslot. Much appreciated. Don't worry about all the other social media stuff. People don't need to know anything else. The Discord's basically where it's at. To be honest, I'm thinking of abandoning my Twitter account. I only ever post when I'm going live. Does anybody use it? Does anybody use my Twitter account to sort of keep track of when I'm going live? God, I don't think they are. I haven't even looked at the analytics, and I don't really use Twitter for much at all. So I'm thinking of just kicking it to the curb. But we'll see. We'll see. I much prefer Reddit. Don't know why. Anyway, let's type in raid Salford Sal. See if she's got her channel up yet. Sorry, Sal, if you haven't. Salford Sal. There we go. Anybody who wants to join us is more than welcome to. I'm probably going to be in chat for a little while. I'm not going to be hanging around for too long. It's like 2 a.m. and I've got to take I don't have to take the kids to school. I might be in chat for a little while. I get to sleep in tomorrow. But yeah, so I might hang around for a bit and see what's going on. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. It's been a genuine pleasure streaming for you. It almost always is. Hopefully our paths will cross again in the future. And maybe, just maybe, some of you will join me on a journey to play some other stuff as well. Not just the old Dwarf Fortress. Not that Dwarf Fortress is a bad game by any stretch of the imagination, but you do need a little bit of variety. You can't just play one game. I'm going to sign off with a couple of emotes. Here you go. There's my 2 emotes in chat. Thank you for watching, and please enjoy Salford Sal. She's a lovely lady, and be nice. Yeah. See you later. Bye. I'll be in chat. Bye. All good? All good. Yeah, mobile now.
Brilliant. And back to alright. Alright, here we go. Hello. Hi, hello. Right. Okay. I think it's okay. How's the audio? I didn't get a chance for I didn't get a chance to do a sound check for any kids. It is like, have you got audio? Is it all alright? Right. I think now